Welcome to today's meeting. We will begin with a message from Michael Siegel, Olympic Steel's Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. After his message, we'll discuss safety, one of Olympic Steel's core values, and then we'll provide an important update on our Apex Incentive Program. And now, a message from Michael.
Greetings from Highland Hills, Ohio, here at the Executive Offices of Olympic Steel. On behalf of all of us here to you, we wish all of you a very happy and joyous and healthy and safe holiday season. I want to talk a little bit about 2017 in terms of how we all did together at Olympic Steel. As you may be aware, it is probably our best financial performance in a decade, since the Great Recession for sure. So in that respect, we're happy to announce that for those of you who qualify for the Apex Award, it has been a while since we've actually been able to say we're going to give out the Apex Award, so we're thrilled that all of your efforts have led to pretty sterling performance for 2017. Our expectation is that 2018 is setting up for even better results for all of us, but that won't happen without your full effort and your full commitment to a safe and happy environment. And so we're hoping that for all of you in this holiday season and for your families, you will have a commitment to your own personal well-being and safety and health and wellness. So thank you, and really enjoy the holidays most of all. Thank you.
The first important topic we will be discussing today is safety. Many times we think about safety as it applies only to work, but safety is something we should be thinking about every day, whether we are at work or at home with our families. When it comes to thinking about safety, we often focus our attention on factors at work such as proper job training, hazard controls on equipment, use of personal protective equipment, making good decisions for safety, and using team-based safety to look out for each other. While these factors are clearly important while working, let's connect the dots and remember that there are also many safety exposures outside of work that can affect us and our families as well. The National Safety Council reports that over 70% of total injuries and fatalities occur in our communities and homes, not in the workplace. This means we need to be focused on safety all the time, 24/7. We don't want our teammates at work to be injured, whether it's on the job or at home. And we want to keep our families safe as well. Some of the top risks to our personal and family safety when we are off the job include motor vehicle accidents, slips, trips and falls, and fire or burns. No one wakes up in the morning thinking about being involved in an auto accident. But every day, over 1,100 people suffer life-changing injuries or death in a motor vehicle collision. Auto accidents are the #1 cause of death for children and young adults, and the #2 cause of death for adults. Overwhelmingly, these deaths are preventable, and we can help change these statistics. The National Safety Council has a 5-point message for every driver. It is, slow down. Don't use your phone while driving. Make good choices, buckle up, and watch out for children. Doing these things will help save lives. One phone call can change everything. Many distractions exist while driving, but cell phone use tops the list. Many drivers assume hands-free cell phone use is safe, but it is not. About 1/4 of all crashes every year can be attributed to using phones while driving. Don't drive while impaired. Driving under the influence is a deadly proposition. Consuming alcohol or illegal drugs greatly increases the chance of injury or death for you, your family members, and others on the road. About 1/3 of all fatal crashes involve alcohol or drug impairment. If you plan to drink outside the home, always decide in advance how you will get home with a sober designated driver. Seatbelts save lives. Worn properly, seatbelts are your best protection against injury in a crash. More than 90% of Americans wear seatbelts, but the few who don't are vulnerable. More than half of vehicle occupants who are killed are not wearing one. Airbags also help reduce injuries in crashes, but only when a seatbelt is being used. Slow down. Speeding is a factor in almost 1/3 of fatal crashes. People often believe speeding is a problem only on the highways. However, the percentage of deaths involving speed is higher on minor roads, such as neighborhood streets. Speed limits are engineered to protect you and others from the unexpected, and it's important to observe them in all conditions. Be aware of kids. Children under age 4 are especially vulnerable to getting run over in a driveway. Drivers should always walk completely around a vehicle to be sure small children are not present before backing up or pulling forward. Mirrors and rear-view cameras won't always show children near the car. Also, children can be injured if unattended inside the car, so cars should always be locked so that children cannot play inside. Older family members may need additional help. The risk of an auto accident increases for drivers older than age 75. You can check out resources from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to determine if driving is the best option for older loved ones. You may decide that public transportation is the best option. Fall prevention. It's something that applies to everyone. Falls and fall injuries are a chronic problem in America. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, falls are the #1 cause of emergency room visits. While the subject of falls many times focuses on seniors, this idea is misleading. The reality is that 75% of fall-related emergency room visits involve younger people. Falls can come in a wide variety of settings, but we can be safer by following these simple fall prevention safety rules. Always use a handrail when on stairs. Be extra careful when you are in the bathroom. This is a high-risk area. Use night lights and increased lighting to reduce fall risk. If you notice a problem area, fix the issue right away. Be alert and watch where you're walking. No texting while walking. Slow down. Many fall injuries happen when we are in a hurry. When it comes to fire or burns in the home, seconds can make the difference between life and death. A home fire is reported every 86 seconds. Despite this threat, families rarely practice home fire drills, and nearly half of parents report their children do not know what to do in the event of a fire. According to the National Safety Council, leading causes of fire include cooking equipment in homes, followed by heating equipment, smoking, electrical problems, and children playing with fire and candles. So, what can you do to make a difference? Install both types of smoke alarms, ionization and photoelectric, and carbon monoxide alarms, and change the batteries at least once a year in these devices. Plan and practice an escape route and agree on a meeting place outside of your home. Know 2 ways to exit out of every room in your home. Install and learn how to use a home fire extinguisher. Keep children at least 3 feet away from anything hot, like candles, space heaters, and stovetops. Never play with lighters or matches when you are with your children, as they may try to imitate you. So, when we think about safety, let's all work together to keep everyone safe, including our families, teammates, and ourselves. Remember to live safely, everywhere and always, at work and at home. For additional information on today's safety topic, you can visit the National Safety Council at www.nsc.org. Next, we will provide an important update on our Apex Incentive Program. The AP3X program is based on the 3 Ps for people, productivity, and profitability, and we commonly call this program Apex. The program's purpose is to reward those employees who are not otherwise eligible for another incentive plan for their collective hard work when Olympic achieves financial success. If the flat-rolled segment of the company, including specialty metals, earns more than $5 million of pre-tax income during the year, employees share in an incentive payout under this program. The actual flat-rolled segment pre-tax income, including specialty metals, was $19,783,701. This is the funding grid that is used to calculate the Apex payout. As shown, the pool multiplier increases as pre-tax income increases. For this year, our pre-tax income results fall in the range between $10 and $20 million, which means the Apex pool multiplier is 1.73%. Now let's look at how the Apex payout pool is calculated. We take the actual pre-tax income achieved times the pool multiplier. This means that the Apex pool for 2017 is $342,258. The exact amount of your Apex check will depend on the wage income you receive between October 1st, 2016 and September 30th, 2017. You will receive a detailed statement along with your Apex check that shows your individual calculation. And now, some final important points. Apex checks will be issued Friday, December 8th. The Apex check will be a live check, so do not throw it away. You will be receiving a check with an individualized statement attached. To be eligible for a payout, employees must be employed prior to September 30th, 2017, and be on an active status as of the check distribution date. Employees on a leave status will receive their checks when they return to active working status. Thanks again for participating in today's meeting and your dedication and hard work during 2017. Olympic truly appreciates everyone's effort and the contributions all our employees make each and every day. At this time, your facilitator will take any questions you may have.